If you can't kill a boss, no reason why you can't look like one. Moogle putting the wow in transmogs. Yes, of course, the Warlocks get all the cool stuff. The shoulders here are Ruthless Gladiators, Fell Weave Amos from Cata. The PvP vendor, 2 marks of honor to pick those shoulders up. Moving on, we are going to show you the chest, which is straight out of Wrath, Ice Crown Citadel, 25 man. The Lich King himself collects those shoulders, 44% on the drop rate. And the belt, we have a goblin showing you the belt, Abandoned Zandalari Fire Cord. Throne of Thunder just drops off of various mobs, and it's got a pretty decent drop rate. In other words, it's a low drop rate, but there's a lot of different mobs that drop it. The feet, Silent Flame Sandals, Throne of Thunder LFR version, Treasures of the Thunder King. And it's kind of got a fair drop rate. Got a lady human showing you the Hand Sanctified Dark Coven gloves. Dalaran, the Wrath of the Lich King version from the Cloth Merchant, just 180 gold to pick up those Wrath gloves. And the back, Cloak of Certain Reprieve, Netherstorm, your local PvP vendor, just 1 mark of honor to get that very brown looking cloak. And we have a dwarf Warlock, Demon Prince's Ascendant Crown, Hellfire Citadel Archimon, great piece just to pick up for any given Warlock transmog, and the weapon is Bite of the Bleeding Hollow, Hellfire Citadel, Killrog, Deadeye, the boss, 9% drop rate. So, I think it says Warlock. We're going to kick off set number 2 with Emis of the Black Harvest Warlock Order Hall. So this is that Warlock Legion Order Hall set that you can pick up, 500 gold on the shoulders. Going to need some rep with that as well. The chest, Vestments of the Inflamed Blight. The Burning Throne Heroic, Shadug is the boss, 11% is the drop rate. Moving along, we're going to pop a Warlock Dwarf here. Prideful Gladiator's Court of Meditation for Horde. I do believe it would be Grievous. Very easy to get, my PvP vendor. The feet, Ember Scatter Treads, Tomb of Sargeras, Goroth is the boss, 11% is the drop rate. And we have a Blood Elf, female Blood Elf. Hands are the Gloves of the Black Harvest. Yes, the Warlock Order Hall. So that's that Warlock set. You're going to need some rep as well as 500 gold to pick up the gloves. The back, Frostguard Drape, Wrath of the Lich King level tailoring. Check your local tailor or your local auction house to pick up the cloak or the back or the cape. And Undead Warlock, one of the best in the game. Gul'dan's Hood of Conquest is the headpiece. Dalaran, Wrath of the Lich King version there. Pick that up from a merchant. And the weapon, Wild Combatant's Battle Staff, WoD PvP vendor. I don't know why I said heroic. Oh, it's Horde only, that's why. Okay. Of course, set 3 comes after set 2, the shoulders. Death Rattle Shoulder Pads, Hellfire Citadel, a name I'm not even going to try to pronounce. Kind of a low drop rate. Now, the chest, I've always liked this particular robe from Vanilla. It drops out of Molten Core. It's got a low drop rate, but I always liked the look of it, but I never found anything to go with it until I put this little guard together. Always have to throw in an Undead Warlock, Wild Gladiator's Court of Prowess, WoD PvP vendor. If you're Alliance, I believe it would be Warmongering. The feet, you can't really see it on this Undead, unfortunately. Netherweave boots, very easy to get. BC level tailoring. Check your local tailor, check your local auction house to pick up the boots. And a dwarf. You can see the boots on the dwarf there, just basic gray boots. Toothbreaker grips, Blackrock Foundry Mythic, I forget it. I'm not going there. Decent drop rate though. The back, Dory's Embrace at Wrath. Garrus is the vendor, and it's about 71 gold, so it's an easy pickup on the cloak. And the helm or the head piece, Laywalker Aurora. You get it out of Azuna. There's the quest reward, but there's a lot of lookalikes on that particular headpiece, so not difficult to pick up. And the weapon, Spur of the Great Devourer, Hellfire Citadel, Gorfiend is the boss. He drops in a lot of nice weapons. I originally made this as for a Fire Mage, and I also did it for a red priestess, but we could also do it for a warlock. I guess definitely can say Destro lock here, maybe even demo lock. The chest piece, Death Speaker's Tunic, Taroker Forest, that would be the BC version. The Fallen Exarch, it's a quest reward for both Horde and Alliance. And we have a dwarf showing off the belt, Strife Riddled Singe, Tomb of Sargeras, the Maiden of Vigilance, and we have about an 8% drop rate on that belt. Moving on, we're going to show you the leggings of the Ancient Magics. Zul Aman, yes, that's from Cata, which was a revamp on that dungeon when Cata did that, 17% drop rate. Got a gnome who is on amphetamines, Silent Flame sandals, Throne of Thunder heroic version, various mobs to pick up those sandals, and Life Drainer's Sworded Grip, Throne of Thunder heroic, that's part of a tier set, as you can see. And the back is going to be tough to pick up, but it really works with this set. You got to kill a spirit beast to a lot of hunters' dismay. One way of getting back at hunters. Blood Woven Mask, Tenaris, various mobs, or check your local auction house to get that red kind of headpiece. And the offhand, Wild Gladiators if you're Horde. If you're Alliance, it would be the next tier up, Warmongering. And the weapon, Runic Magnaron Tooth, Hellfire Citadel, Cormorant is the boss. I really dig this set. I think it says Warlock. It's got an RP value. It looks badass. Fellheart, shoulder pads, Molten Core, Baron Geddon is the boss. 34% is the drop rate, so good net return on that. The chest is kind of difficult to get. Azure Light, Sage's Robe, Argus, various places in Argus, kind of a difficult thing to hook up with. You're going to have to take a look at Wowhead, get more information on that. The belt, Demon Buckle, Sash of Argus, Hellfire Citadel, the last boss, of course, is Archimon, 10% drop rate on the belt. Moving along, we are going to show you the feet, which are linen boots, vanilla level tailoring, very, very easy to pick up. Any given tailor do it for you in less than 5 minutes, or you could buy it on the auction house. Got a Lady Worgen showing you the hands, Fellheart gloves, Molten Core from that original tier set, Lucifron is the boss, huge, nice fat drop rate of 35%. Moving on, we're going to show you the back, Gilded Thorium Cloak, Karazhan Terrestrian Ilhoof is the boss, and a 19% drop rate on that. There's also a pet that you can get off of that you can sell on the auction house if you're lucky if you get it. And the head, Fellheart Horns, part of that tier set, Molten Core, Gar is the boss, 20% is the drop rate. That's the worst of those pieces from that tier on the drop rates. And the weapon is Horde only. Yes, why do I show Alliance? Just to give people ideas, folks, why I do it. And you basically had to log in within 2 months during that movie that came out, and you got that Horde piece. Otherwise, you're out of luck. But there's a lot of things you could substitute. This is Luxeley saying, whatever it is, by you, whether it's morning, afternoon, or it's night, make it epic.